this year. So guess what I'm doing? I'm doing a supporting challenge. So for those who participate, you gotta post a video of you playing Miss Supporting in the background using the hashtag Miss Supporting and tagging me in the video Miss Supporting. Ladies, I want to see why that you feel that you Miss Supporting. Get creative with the video. It don't matter if you can show a video you squirting your stuff down the sidewalk, squirting on the runway, or you can be telling me why you think you Miss Supporting. Hey, get creative with it. Hey, you can even include your man in it. It don't matter. It's a Miss Supporting challenge. This is one for the ladies. And also, I'll be posting the best ones on my page. I'll be sharing the best ones and also get your people involved. Make sure you get those likes up because I'll be looking at who gets the most likes, who gets the most shares, who has the most confidence. Because the winner of the challenge will win $100. That's you heard it right. The winner of the challenge will win $100. No, yeah, fellas. If you want to get involved with it, post a video or telling me why your lady is missupporting. You can even have her in the video. Get creative with it. I let us see what y'all come up with. Let's see those entries. And you must enter by the February the 14th. Because February the 14th, I will be announcing the winner. So y'all be blessed out there. Go ahead and take the challenge. If you're willing to take it, let's go. Let's get it. It's important. What's good? What's good with it, bro? What's good with it? What's good with it? It's Live Talks with Bo. I know I've been absent for the past 2 Wednesdays, but I'm back. So I'm back to regular scheduled programming. And today I'll be talking about Spooky Synthetic and Redemption 2026, the dark side and the light side. And if you didn't know, last week on Friday I dropped 2 new releases. So I've been dropping instrumental singles this year. So first one was Baseline Flicks that I did for the Fallen. And then I dropped 2 more recently, just last Friday, called Spooky Synthetic and Redemption. So I guess you're wondering what I'm talking about today. So I'm going to be breaking that down today, talking about the backstory of each track, of why I created it, and the mood, the vibe, and what my vision for it was for each track. And also, I'd like to hear from you guys. What was your vision for each track? So with that being said, we're going to get it started. We're going to get started. And in between the live, I'll play the tracks also. I'm going to start with Spooky Synthetic first. I'm going to start with the dark side. And then I'm going to go with Redemption 2026 for the light side. So hope everybody having a good week so far. Glad to see y'all. Glad to be live. Tap in if you're tuning in. Let me know where you're from in the comments. Let's get started. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. If you're coming in, say what's up in the chat. All right, tonight I want to talk about the 2 new singles I've been working on, Spooky Synthetic and Redemption 2026. Well, not working on, correction, that I just dropped. 2 very different energies and 2 different backstories. So we got a couple people all tune in, tapping in on the chat, really. And also, while I'm sitting here, letting people come in the chat. We first came in on the live when I first went live and the live after the countdown. You would have saw that on my Instagram, I got a contest going with a Miss Support challenge. It's a song I released featuring So Soon, produced by King Virtue, my Ghost Squad brothers. It's a song that I released like 2 years ago, and in a way to be promoted, get some eyes on it. I think it's a pretty dope track. And it's something for the ladies. So, Valentine's Day is around the corner. So, Valentine's Day on February the 14th. So I want to do a giveaway. So I got $100 on the line for the Miss Supporting Challenge. And if you have the opportunity to see the live when it first came on, I planned the video, the reel, on my Instagram page. If you're not following me on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram at Loretta's Only, just like on my YouTube, and you can find me on TikTok as well, because I'm also doing on TikTok as well. And $100 on the line. I'm giving $100 to the winner of that contest. So if you got to see the video, I was saying make a video of yourself. If you're a lady, make a video of yourself, or tell me why do you feel that you're missupporting. You can get creative. You can talk about it saying affirmations, or you can show a video you squinting your stuff like you're on the runway, or you can include your man in the video. And also, fellas, if you want to get involved in the contest, it's not just strictly for ladies. A lot of fellas get involved too. But the only rule is you got to make a video talking about why your lady is misapporting to you. And you can include your lady in the video and couples as well. I forgot to put this in the video, but couples, if you're interested as well, you could also get your shot at $100 as well. We're doing $100 giveaway. So the winner gets $100 on Valentine's Day. I cash app you, sell you, or whatever way that you choose for me to send $100. I send you $100. $100 that can get a good dinner, a good dinner on Valentine's Day. So they'll get a decent sized gift. I know things went up now in the economy, but hey, you won't say no to a free $100. $100 on the line. Get a nice dinner with that. Get your girl something nice, or ladies, you get your man something nice, or the couples decide to join, make a video showing the creative, but you have to have Miss Supporting playing in the background, and you have to tag me. And you have to use the hashtag Miss Supporting Challenge, and I'll drop that in the on the screen here in a minute before I get started on tonight's topic. But I want to say that, and I'll probably do it again. I'm gonna say it again. If you're just tuning in, tapping in, I'll talk about it again and tell you about the contest again. But for now, let me put this up here real quick. So as you can see on the screen, I put what you have to do to enter the Miss Supporting Challenge. And don't worry, if you miss it at the beginning of the live, and when I share the video, I'm going to share the video again when I get done with the topic tonight before I close out. I'm going to share the video again for those who come in later. And also, if you missed it, I always do the replay. If you've been following me for a while, I always do the replay of Live Talk So Low. So if you're not able to catch the live while I'm going live actually in real time, you can catch the replay later on. So let me get started on this topic. So first I'm going to go with the spooky synthetic topic. So spooky synthetic is going to be the first one I want to talk about. So, that's the scary movie like track. This record is me tapping into a darker experimental pocket. This area is futuristic. It's late night energy. This isn't spooky just to be spooky. It's intentional. It's about atmosphere and feeling. That's what I was going for when I created it. Sometimes music isn't about over-explaining it, but it's about how it makes you feel when it comes on. Spooky synthetic is for those moments when you're thinking, you're observing, you're moving differently. and as you can hear in the track. So I'd like to know a couple of people thoughts. So let me ask y'all guys this real quick. Who here likes dark or grimy late night records? Drop a ghost in the chat if you're rocking with that type of vibe. And if you're tuning in to the replay, you can still drop it in the chat. That record presents the shadow side, the experimental side, the part where I'm not playing it safe. So I want to go with something a little different with Spooky Synthetic. Now, Spooky Synthetic is, if the Spooky Synthetic is the shadow, edition 2026 is the light. And I'm going to get into that as well, but I'm going to hone in here on Spooky Synthetic as well. And in a few, I'm going to play it in a few seconds. I'm going to play it and scream it and see if other people will tap into the live and want to share their thoughts about how they feel about the track. I think it's a pretty dope track as well, And as I was saying earlier, it's showing the dark side, me being experimental. For those who know, or some who might not know, that I love scary movies. Growing up, I love watching scary movies. Halloween, Scream, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Child's Play with Chucky. Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, Hellraiser. All the horror movies. I love horror movies, so that's where that comes from. So it's easy for me to make that. So I said, hey, I want to make a track that has that horror movie vibe, but with a synth. So if you pay attention to the track, as you're gonna hear in a few, you'll notice the synth is part of the main instrument, but also the synth is also a bass. It's also a bass line. I use a synth instrument for the bass line. Hence the name Spooky Synthetic, which is why I named the track Spooky Synthetic, because the synth is the main instrument, and I use the synth for the bass line, which coincides with the theme from an up-and-coming instrumental album titled Bassline Flex, which I'll be doing a live later when I release the album, which will be coming soon. And Spooky Synthetic is one of the tracks from there as well, and as well as Redemption 2026 of Spooky. It's also, not Spooky, but also a Bassline Flex. Excuse me for the correction. But yes, so I wanted to try something different, show a little different production skills, so something different, mix it to spooky since I love horror movies, and I'm pretty sure other people like horror movies just like me. Why not? Why not do something different though? But that's enough about backstory. I'm gonna talk a little more about it, but let me get on here and let's play this. Oh, sorry, I had my mic muted, but that was Spooky Synthetic. I was going for a spooky vibe, and if you missed it earlier, I was explaining the backstory behind that track, and I'll talk a little more about it before I move on to Redemption, which is the light. I'll get to that, but Spooky Synthetic, that's one of my favorite beats, and actually, to be honest, some might know, or some may not know. You've been following me for a long time, I went to Full Sail University. I graduated back in 2017 with my undergrad in recording arts, and I also graduated with my master's in entertainment business. And during the time I was at Full Sail, I discovered the talent that I had to make beats. Before I really didn't put a lot of time into making beats until I started going to Full Sail, getting my bachelor's in recording arts. And one of the first tracks I ever made was actually Spooky Synthetic, believe it or not. I actually had that track sitting on my laptop for years and I never released it. And, I just listened to it one day and I said, you know what? Let me mix this, a little better. Our mixing skills are a lot better than it was when I first started. And I said, let me mix this and, get it to the best sound and quality and mastering and let me release it as an instrumental track and see how people respond. You never know, tracks like that, I can envision I vision that track being in a scary movie right now, or a scary movie TV show, on your Netflix series or Hulu. Maybe that's a way of being the killer's theme song. Any writers out there, if you're in the chat or any music supervisors, yeah, you want to use that. You never know. You never know what it might be used, especially the part with the hook. You know, they can zoom in on the killer as he is getting ready to prepare to get his next victim, or how the scenes where the villain or the slasher or whatever you have in those horror movies or those scary movie flicks that you see or TV shows you see. Killer always start off somebody that's pretty humble. Somebody people run over. Keep pushing over. Then somebody finally pisses him off, and he finally snaps into that. What makes him that crazed killer or that psycho, whatever. That'd be perfect. The beat part, with the hook. Imagine the camera zooming in and that's playing, and put you in the mind of the killer. Like, oh yeah, that person that pissed me off, so that got to be my victim. You know, that's the vibe I was going for. So, that's how I put it together. And at the time, I was just having fun creating, discovering what I could do. Just learning Logic Pro. I'm a newbie. I was strictly a newbie to Logic Pro and a newbie to using the MacBook. So I was just sitting there learning, messing around. I said, hey, I like this. I use it. Who knows? I might decide to put some bars on it. And those of you been following me for a while know I did a song called Scary Movie on a different beat. So, who knows? I might use that spooky synthetic instrumental and make a scary movie part two and continue on the first track, though. But who knows, though? That's enough spooky synthetic. So, if you missed me talking about spooky synthetic, just watch the replay and you'll see what's the backstory behind it. But spooky synthetic was the dark side. Now, I'm moving on. Now, moving on to Redemption 2026, which is the light. Now, Redemption 2026 is about growth. It's about elevation. It's about stepping into a new season. Everybody talks about wanting redemption, but not everybody is willing to do the work that comes with it. But what they say, you don't work, you don't get what you're looking for. But not everybody's willing to do that work though that comes with it. So 2026, it's a new year. It's a new year, we just into January, the first month of the year, now we're in the second month of the year already in February. And so 2026 represents a new chapter, a future mindset, movement, attention instead of emotion. So I want this year to be very intentional. Even though I did make this instrumental a couple years ago, never released it. It's sitting on my laptop for some years, and I decided to release it. And I was listening to it, and I said, you know what, this is perfect for the mindset I'm going for this year. This is perfect. It's a new year. I said, it's about time I released it. So I've been keeping it to myself. So I was like, hey, it's about time I put it out. So this record is not only just an instrumental vibe where just get people pumped amped up. Wherever you're listening, you can bump this in the gym, bump this on the car ride. Hell, you can say this during your affirmations. Who knows? Whatever you want to use it for, It's record, it's mental, it's spiritual, it's creative. It's me saying I know where I'm headed. So it's more like a manifestation, whatever you want to call it, vision. You know, Before you have anything, you gotta see it in your head first before it becomes a reality. So that's what this comes from. Who here feels like they're walking into a new chapter in their life right now? You know, Drop a comment in the chat. If you feel like you're walking to a new chapter in your life, drop it in the chat. Or if you're not watching this live, or you're somebody that's watching the replay, you can leave a comment and say, hey, Redemption 2026, when I hear that song, I feel like it's in a new chapter in my life like this. There's no longer right answers, I love to hear your thoughts, let me know. And also, you watch the replay or you tapping into the live late, and you heard both singles, let me know which one's your favorite one. There's no longer right answer, I love to hear your feedback. Appreciate you guys. And also, I want to ask you guys this, what does redemption mean to you? I'll take a pause for a minute. What does redemption mean to you? I know what it means to me, but I want to hear from the audience. What does redemption mean to you? Everybody's going to have a different definition, Some might say, hey, redemption to me is getting revenge on that bully back from high school. Or this is me getting back at this person that cut me off in traffic. Or addition is finally achieving the dream that nobody told me I couldn't do. And I finally made it. Or addition is getting out of debt. Addition is getting back in the gym, getting back shape again. Addition is sticking the habit of alcohol. Hey, addition is sticking my habit, going to rehab. Hey, never know. It's gonna be different for a lot of people, and I love to hear your comments, hear your stories as well. Feel free to leave those in the comments because and I will engage with those also as well. Just want to let you know, anybody who come across my videos, feel free to leave a comment. It don't have to be during the live when I'm actually live. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you're not the type of person that really watch live, shoot me a DM at IG or TikTok. You can follow me on there, talk and say, hey, I saw the live or I saw clips. I post clips too as well. After they get done, I do the clips and have different videos of the clips, different moments, as well. So make sure y'all tap in for that, pay attention to the shorts tabs because every time I do a live, the next couple of days, I'll be posting the shorts of the live. And, I post my favorite moments. So, clip that. So I'm going to stick on the question for a little bit. What does redemption mean to you? Matter of fact, let me stay on that for a second. Let me drop this on the screen. While I type this up, who knows? Redemption 2026 might just be the perfect track for a sports team that's getting back. Might be a little bit off topic though. Some might not know, some may do. I got on my Heat gear. I'm really focused on basketball now. My Eagles. They let me down. We got eliminated out the first round. I'm a little salty. I'm a little salty. They in the Super Bowl. Last year by this time, I was getting up ready to watch my Eagles play the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. But you put that belt the ass on them. But who knows? The same song that you might hear now, maybe a month later, a team using that for their video, their promo video for next season, or their promo video because they won the Super Bowl. Who knows? Or NBA team picks it up and say, hey, I want to use this song. Hey, that's motivation. It just wasn't for myself, much as it was personal as a therapy thing for me. It's also good for others as well who might be going through the same thing I'm going through or have the same mindset or looking to elevate themselves. They might use this track as inspiration. So I'm going to ask the question again. I'm going to leave it up here for about a minute. What does redemption mean to you? And as I said earlier, don't worry if you don't get a chance to answer or you don't have the answer right now. You come back later on and answer it. You might decide to watch the replay of the live and hey, I like what he's saying. I like what Loretta's only was talking about. It was a very interesting topic and I want to share my thoughts. You come back or you shoot me a DM telling me, hey, what redemption means to me. Hey, I heard the song though. I like it. I like the instrumental, so let me share my thoughts on it. Cool. And as a matter of fact, if you like it so much, hey, who knows? We can make a whole topic based around it. I bring you up on the live and we can talk about it back and forth. Have a conversation. If anybody in the audience want to be a member of Live Talks Below, make sure you stay to the end of the live. I also will be talking about how you can be a guest on Live Talks Below. We're going to get back to the show must go on. So before I get to have both songs tied together, I want to play Redemption 2026 and let you guys hear the full song for those who may not have heard it. If you have heard it, let me know in the chat what you think. Just bear with me for a moment as I pull it up. Got to unmute myself. Shit, I always do that every time. That was Redemption 2026. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about it. Drop some fire emojis if you was feeling that. You can share your thoughts with me. As I said before, if you catch the replay, you can drop your comments in the chat. We can talk about it. We can start a conversation. We can have a conversation about it. I really like that one. To me, in my opinion, that's my favorite track I ever produced so far. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna produce even more tracks that's probably better than that one, but that's my favorite track that I produced so far. And it's gonna be my favorite track off the upcoming Bass Flex album as well. And I'm gonna get into that, on another episode. And I talked about it on a previous episode before. You might have seen it on the previous two episodes. The one before I did with Josh Abbott when I did the sports topic. But to get back on topic now, what's important is these records aren't random. They're not random. One shows experimentation and one shows evolution. Together they show the range, but also a direction. This is me as Loretta's only showing all sides and not just one sound. It's more to me just one sound, And to be honest, music is really just a reflection of where you are in life right now. I'm in a space of awareness, growth, and focus. So if either one of these records spoke to you, that means you're probably in a similar space. And if not, then maybe you just enjoy a good record. Now I'd like to know which one hits harder for you. And if you had and, and which one would you want visuals for? Do you prefer the dark rides or the motivational records? Let me know. What side of Loretta's only do you feel that you like the most? I would like to know. And there's no wrong or right answers, and I'd rather hear you guys' feedback, good or bad. It helps me. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate people's honesty. And sharing the topic. As long as you're being respectful and you're giving constructive criticism and you're having a good conversation. I don't mind having a great debate. As well. Or if you think, hey, I think it should have went this way. Oh, okay, I'm open to it. But everybody has the way of doing things, or you might have a different take on it. You might go a little deeper. Let me know. And you guys can answer these questions on the replay. You can give your answers, like I said before. But you don't have to do it live. If you're a person that likes to watch the replay, I like to watch it later. And you can leave a comment. I'll engage with you as soon as possible. I'll get back, and I do comment back. I ain't like these other creators, I do comment back, and I'm grateful for every comment that comes through. And I'm grateful for every person that's listening, and to the one person that's watching, tuning in. Drop something in the chat. I appreciate you tuning in, stick with me the whole live. And I'm about to close it out here. But before I wrap this up, if you rock with Spooky Synthetic or Redemption 2026, scream it, share it, send it to somebody who needs it. That's all I ask. Just send it to somebody who needs it. Share it, scream it. You can share it. Hey, you can play it at the gym in your headphones. Hell, you can pitch it to a friend that might be shooting a short film. Just have them contact me. And I'll gladly give them permission to use them in the short film. Or somebody's got a commercial, hey, pitch it to them. Hey, have them check it out. They like what they hear, have them contact me, Loretta's only. And I'm going to drop my email here as well. And also let me know which one you connected with the most. You want watching live, leave that in the comment that, hey, I connected with this the most. And better believe more music is coming. This is just a setup. I'm doing instrumental releases right now. But I am going to get back to releasing music with the lyrics as well. I'm getting back to spitting the bars on the beats. Who knows? I might just do a different version of this song where I'm actually rapping on it. Who knows? You never know. Especially if the people ask for it, gotta give people what they want, right? I appreciate everybody who tapped in tonight. Appreciate you guys for real. Thank you. As always, share this live with somebody, or I have to say, hey, I think Loretta's only dope. It's a dope dude, like what he's doing. I think you should reach out to him. And if you know anybody who would like to be a guest on Live Talk Slow, that's an artist themselves, whether they're a producer or a business owner, let them know. And as a matter of fact, I'll get up here. Let me see. Put this up here before I get here. I always do this on the closeout. So Right here, contact email to be a guest on Live Talks with Lo is lorettasonly1@gmail.com. Want to be a guest on Live Talks with Lo? Send me an email at lorettasonly1@gmail.com as you see on your screen. And send me a bio if you're an artist, if you do music, or if you're a business owner. Send me a bio and tell me what you do. I like what you're doing. I bring you up. We'll schedule a date. And we'll go from there. And before I get out of here, I'm going to post a contest one more time. As I said earlier, as a closing remarks, I'm going to give another chance to those who might just be tuning in late, but they get a chance to see the contest video that I got going. I got a Miss Supporting Challenge where I'm giving the winner $100 in cash. Yes, you heard it right. This ain't no scam. This ain't no publicity stunt. I'm giving $100 to the winner. So bear with me for a moment. Days around the corner. So I want to do something special this Valentine's Day for this year. So guess what I'm doing? I'm doing a Miss Supporting Challenge. So for those who participate, you got to post a video of you playing Miss Supporting in the background using the hashtag Miss Supporting and tagging me in the video of Miss Supporting. Ladies, I want to see why that you feel that you Miss Supporting. Get creative with the video. It don't matter if you can show a video you squirting your stuff down the sidewalk, squirting on the runway, or you can be telling me why you think you Miss Supporting. Hey, get creative with it. Hey, you can even include your man in it. It don't matter. It's a Miss Supporting Challenge. This is one for the ladies. And also, I'll be posting the best ones on my page. I'll be sharing the best ones and also get your people involved. Make sure you get those likes up because I'll be looking at who gets the most likes, who gets the most shares, who has the most confidence. Because the winner of the challenge will win $100. That's you heard it right. The winner of the challenge will win $100. And oh yeah, fellas, if you want to get involved with it, post a video or telling me why your lady is Miss Supporting. You can even have her in the video. Get creative with it. I'll let us see what y'all come up with. Let's see those entries. And you must enter by the February the 14th. Because February the 14th, I will be announcing the winner. So y'all be blessed out there. Go ahead and take the challenge. If you're ready to take it, let's go. Let's get it. It's important. All right. There you have it. Go ahead and take that Miss Supporting Challenge. $100 on the line. Who won't say no to a free $100? Come on. I know it ain't a lot of money, but hey, $100 can still get you a decent dinner. Get you a nice dinner at a restaurant. Get you a nice gift too. And get your lady a nice gift from you. And if a lady wins the contest, the lady's the winner of the contest, hey, get you a nice gift. Go somewhere, hey, spend $100 on your man or something, Hey, put $100 to the dinner or something like that, fellas. You're getting a last minute gift for your lady, hey, $100 will help you get a gift, a free $100. Put it towards a gift, Hey, never know. They go with these damn bots, I wonder how you stop this shit, Little off topic, I know, but how you stop this shit? You keep doing shit. Get the fuck off here with this shit. I tell you, bro. I tell you. Never mind, but as I was saying though, getting back to the Miss Supporting Challenge before I close out here. $100 on the line. Somebody gonna take it. Come on, free $100. Come on. Fellas, if you want to get on the video, like I said in the video, if you're watching, just post a video you talking about why you think your lady Miss Supporting. Get creative. You get the most likes, the most shares, you got the most confidence. That's what I'm looking for. I'll be cash out for your $100. You can take your lady, have a nice day on Valentine's Day. Get her a nice gift, get a nice dozen of roses, whatever you want to use it on. You don't want to be that guy that get your lady nothing for Valentine's Day. Just trying to help out, you know. And the couples, as you seen earlier on the screen, couples can get involved too, It's just not for single people either. I'm opening it up to the couples too, Everybody can get involved. The ladies, I love to see the ladies, I know the ladies be looking fine, like to get dressed up, the makeup, get the hair, get the dress, like the skirt and stuff, do a little comedy, add a little comedy. Hell, you do a little cosplay, I know some beautiful ladies out there watching this. You got some all creative ideas that can go win the challenge, Couples, y'all can get involved. I get involved as well too. I want to see what you guys come up with, but I've been out. Y'all be blessed. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Same time and place, unless I say otherwise. Y'all be blessed. Peace. Go out.